Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to 2 Point Hospital, and welcome back to Mitten University. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day, because I'm certainly excited to be back. Don't worry, we aren't going to be spending the next 3, 4, 5, or however many episodes on Mitten University. I just wanted to come back here for one more episode, because I want to fix a couple of things. I want to go ahead and get the GP's offices to no longer have queues, although that's slowly happening. And I also want to go ahead and get another general diagnosis in here, because they are backing up occasionally. And I'm also thinking it might not be a terrible idea to really go just a little bit more nuts on research, possibly. If we have the time or space, we could just get a whole bunch of researchers. We really could. We do have the money for it. Anyway, at the minute, we do kind of need more GP's offices, and I don't think the game's been updated yet. No, unfortunately not. The game hasn't been updated to have a clone room option yet. I don't know when that's actually going to be a thing. I remember I mentioned it a couple of episodes ago, and I've not seen anything about it on social media, so I'm kind of hopeful. Is what I am. Anyway, what I'm going to do with these GP's offices is actually keep them really simple, just to start with. I'm also thinking we could probably go ahead and get a very small bathroom just in here. So something a little bit like that. We'll go ahead and get a sink just against the wall and a hand dryer next to the sink. There we go. So again, I'm going to keep everything kind of nice and simple, nice and straightforward, nothing too over the top. And in doing that, you know, it means we can go in a little bit later and decorate everything to be a little bit nicer. So that can go there, that can go in that corner, and done. Then we'll go for another GP's office, which is going to create this little corridor here. And you know me, I kind of like corridors, so we're going to do this despite the fact that we know it causes some issues. But there we go, we'll do that kind of thing. Across from this, I do want to do general diagnosis. So we'll do this sort of thing. We'll get the trolley there and the examination bed back there, and job done. Next to this, I think we could go for... well, we could go for more cardiology, I suppose. So throw that in there. Let's get the treadmill in and done. And then next to that, I think we can just go for that simple old pharmacy. And the door for that can go, I think, right there. So that'll work out. That gives us 3 more GP's offices, another general diagnosis, cardiology, and pharmacy. So that's always going to be good. Let's get ourselves some benches, though. So what I think we want to do is get a couple of benches opposite each other there. Get a couple of benches over here as well. And what we can do is down at this end, throw in a snacks machine, and up at this end, a drinks machine. And then I think we should have a little bit of room for radiators, right? Maybe. We do. We have room up there. We don't really have room down here, though, so that's a bit of a pain. But we can go ahead and put one there, which kind of works out. Then every office can have a radiator next to the filing cabinet. We can do a radiator in there as well, back there and over there. So that area is kind of warm. We can go ahead and throw one into the bathroom as well. Get a radiator right in there as well, and right there as well. So this whole area is actually kind of nice and warm, which is good. Now what I do want to do is get some plants and start throwing those into the GP's offices, just to make sure that they're nice and appealing. So there we go. We can do the same over here with a couple of plants as well. And I would like to get a few plants just around this area, but I don't know how likely that's going to be. We could throw one, I guess there kind of works, and I guess right there as well. Yeah, that kind of works out. Can we get one back there? Unfortunately not. Can get one right next to the servers, so we'll do that though. Now let's see. We got some plants in there. We are going to want things like, I don't know, the light-headed poster, the clown poster. We can go for the brain anatomy poster in there. We can do an eye test poster in the GP's offices. Just little things that can hopefully boost all of these rooms a little bit. We'll go for that poster in there. And we'll do a dog painting just over right there. I realize I'm putting stuff in that room I don't need to. Let's see. Let's go for a couple of notice boards. We could go for a nice clock on the walls as well. And I think that'll do. They're all level 2 as it is, so that seems fine. At this point, though, we are going to need, what, 3 doctors and 3 nurses? So let's get Lloyd Sandals, and you are going to work right in there. We'll get Mia Hulk, and you're going to work right in there. And Bella Peters, you are going to work right in there. And then what we want to do is grab Julia Bogg and say you can work in general diagnosis. Perry Casserole, you are going to work in cardiology. And Barbara Poodle, you are going to work in the pharmacy. All right. Reputation level 21. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see here then. So, we have 3 new doctors who are only going to be doing general practice. We have 3 new nurses. So Barbara Poodle is currently working in the pharmacy. So that is going to be your only job right there. Perry Casserole is going to be working in a ward, apparently. I really don't think so. You are going to be, I believe that's cardiology. So let's say you are only doing cardiology, and then you are only doing general diagnosis. So there we go, bud. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going there, fella? Get in there. And you go ahead and get in there. There you go. Where are you going, madam? I know you're working in general diagnosis, but this seems a little bit silly. Now here's my other question. Where did the other doctor go that was here? I guess they're all going to different places. That's a little concerning. Tell you what we'll do. Let's go to a training room over here and say we want general practice. And unfortunately, I don't remember the names. Oh dear. Let's see. Do I remember any of them? I think it was these 3. It was Sandals, Hulk, and Peters. So we'll get you 3 in there training up in general practice, and that should be fine, honestly. That should help us out a little bit. In time. Hopefully. But that should work out. That'll hopefully lower the queues. I've realized we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 general practitioners. That is a lot. $800,000 in 90 days. Okay. Sure. Sure. We can try that. Not sure how likely it's going to be, but we can try it. Night fever emergency? Why not? We'll go ahead and see what we can do with that. Helicopter should be coming in. There it is. So then everybody gets out with night fever. And I reckon we can deal with that. Someone was in hospital for 300 days and was very hungry the entire time. Right. Well, I feel like in a lot of ways, that is entirely on the person who was hungry for not going to a vending machine. I mean, I know they were hungry and all, but that feels like, you know, go to a vending machine. I can't help but feel that's just kind of what it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can queue up some advanced research. Now, research 3 we can queue up. I think I'm going to queue up research 2 and get you guys on it. We'll go ahead and bring in a... You know what? We'll bring you in to do it. We'll start up the training. We'll get them all trained up on research 2. And then we can get everybody trained up in research 3. And then when the research here is done, we can go to research 4. So, you know, we're really going hard on the research here, which seems like a great idea, if I'm completely honest. Now, is anywhere else backed up at the moment? Obviously, GP's offices, yes. Some of the psychiatry places as well, by the looks of it. It looks like psychiatry across the board might be having a bit of a rough time. we probably want to increase the psychiatry training across the board, to be honest. I don't know, though. I mean, you, for example, you have got Psychiatry 3. And then you have Psychiatry 3. You have Psychiatry 2 and Psychiatry 2. Interesting. I'm not really sure what to do, to be honest. It seems the GPs are just super busy all the time. Despite, you know, having additional GPs over here. Maybe people just don't want to go that far. So you've got motivation. I don't even know where you work. So I'll tell you what, let's give you... Let's assume you just want diagnostics. There you go, bud. You can have diagnostics. I'm sure we can, I'm sure we can manage. Without that extra nurse. This is actually almost done, which is ridiculous. This is very, very close to being done. There we go. So research complete, research 4. We can go up to research 5, which is a little crazy. We could go there, but I don't think we will. Let's go for the chromotherapy thing. And we'll just do that across the board, just to try and get that done nice and quickly. So there we go. There's a pretty long queue at reception here. Do we need more reception desks? I feel like we might. Unfortunately, it seems like we, well, we can get one back there, actually. So, maybe a reception desk back there for anyone that gets off a helicopter. Could do some flowers around as well. Sure, that'll do. So there we go. Reception is now a little different. You're looking for work. Can I get you to work in here? There we go. So we could probably hire another receptionist, right? That's probably a thing we could do. So you're hired and you can go work in reception, I suppose. You're going to be replacing someone, but that's all right. So there we go. Hopefully that will help the queues a little bit. Training's been completed. Is that research? Yes, it is. All right. So what we want to do at this point is go for research 3. Which, interestingly, only 2 trainees are available for. That's a bit strange. Go on and get in there. What do you want? 8? Oh, apparently we didn't do that. Got 4 of 7, that's alright. You want trained in something? Let's give you motivation. And we'll give you motivation as well. Alright. Training required. Not now. And you can be... What is that picture? That was terrifying, man. Okay, fair enough. So we only have 3 trainees available. I guess they do need, they need to be promoted, don't they? Alright, let's start up the training and get the, get research level 3 in there. That does seem like it's gonna be a good thing. Seems like it'll be really useful. Man, people are very hungry. People are very hungry everywhere. Do they just want more snack machines? Is that it? Because that kind of feels like it's it. And apparently I can't place this here. Not really sure why. Hold on, let me pause. Let me go to here. I'm sorry, not here. Items. Snack machine. Why can't I place this? I can place it up here, no problem, but not down here. That's weird. Okay, what if we were to delete you and do snack machine? It straight up won't let me. I can't place anything down there. But I can place this in here, no problem. That's really weird. That is really weird. Huh. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This room here, we're going to edit real quick. Going to delete you. I want to move the door. Or not. We'll move you first to be right there. The door can go here. We'll say it's done. And then what I can do is at least throw a snacks machine up there. So that gives us a little bit extra in terms of snacks. We could throw one over here as well, which I think we'll do. So we'll do snacks machine and drinks machine right next to it. I reckon we could throw a salty snacks machine up here. And a radiator next to it. Absolutely can. Alright, so that'll let people get some snacks. This area here is kind of a problem, but we can't seem to do anything about it. So salty snacks can go here. We could probably get rid of you and do another drinks machine. And I imagine that's going to make people a little bit happier. I mean, this area over here, I suppose, doesn't have a lot. So, well, actually, it's got 2 machines there. It's got another one there and one there as well. This space up here doesn't have much, though, I suppose. So, get rid of you and go snack machine. And maybe get rid of you and go drinks machine. So, something like that. Then up here as well, we could probably get away with something like that. So, drinks and salty snacks. I reckon that'll work. Up here is obviously, I mean, it's actually got a little bit of a queue going on there. Interesting. I reckon we could maybe throw some drinks machines up here as well. I know we have one already, but... So drinks machine, snacks machine, salty snacks machine. So just something a bit like that, really. I think that's a good thing. See if I can just move these in a little bit. There we go. Just make sure they're all in a proper line. There we go. So that should kind of work out. I kind of like it. You want a promotion? There you go. And level 4 clown clinic. Okay. We only have this one, so let's see what we can do to it. I mean, what can we add that's going to be fancy? We do already have a bin. We do have a radiator. We could maybe add another one since this side's a little bit cold. We could add I don't know, some plants maybe? Something to make it a little bit nicer. I mean, the decoration's already decent in here, but could add a little bit extra. So, plant right there. Seem to do a pretty good job. Let's move the radiator down a little bit so I can get a bin right next to it. Although it's not really wanting to let me do that. So bin maybe sort of there, kind of floating a little bit, but that's all right. I think we do have a fire extinguisher in here. We actually don't, so we can go ahead and throw... Let's see, if we move you. So this can be moved in a little bit. Fire extinguisher can go below the window. Hand sanitizer is not actually in here, but can go there. What else can I cram into this space? There's not... Well, there's a notice board, which I can place, no problem. We've got the clown poster, would probably make sense. And then maybe brain anatomy and an eye test. There we go, job done. Let's consider it done. Not bad. Alright, so you want promoted as well? There you go, bud. And now that that's done, we still have some pretty serious queues across the board. And some people complaining about the toilet being cold. But that's a whole nother thing. We'll not worry too much about that. Let's see. This is actually nearly done, which is good. This is actually quite close to being done as well.
Oh, would you believe a patient is storming out?
The speed that we get on this research is nuts.
Training course complete. Class dismissed.
I'm really happy about that. Let's go ahead and promote you as well. Really, really happy about all this. You want some training? Let's train you up in General Practice 3. And you know what? I'm actually going to wait on that. Because when this training room up here is free, we're going to send a lot of our GPs. And this is not going to be... This isn't going to be an amazing idea because we're going to be down a lot of GPs. But we're going to send all of our GPs to get General Practice 3. I know that's dumb, but we're gonna. And while we're waiting for that, actually, let's go to rooms and let's say we probably want more psychiatry. Because it kind of feels like we're definitely lacking on that front. So let's go ahead and throw the chair there, or the couch there, and the chair there, and consider it done. Then next to it, let's go for psychiatry. And door with the couch in the corner and the chair right about there. All right. So what we can do now is actually nicely decorate these. So the fireplace can go there and there. The changing screen can go there and there. The filing cabinet we're going to avoid because it's not the nicest thing. The bin, I'd actually kind of like to throw a normal bin in there, but I don't really have that luxury. So we'll go with a big bin and kind of just tuck it in behind the chair. So something like that. Fire extinguisher in the corner. Not going to be a bad idea considering the fireplaces. Hand sanitizer, of course, by the doors for that added bit of cleanliness. Above the fireplace, I think it's only fair that we have a dog painting. I think we probably want a nice rug in the corner as well. And honestly, I kind of like that. Maybe a certificate just up in the wall there. So it's like, hey, this guy's legit. And a lamp. Oh, I want the lamp. The lamp is beautiful. Unfortunately, can't... Oh, the lamp can fit. Can the lamp fit in there? Maybe not. Interesting. Where can we put the lamp? That's the important question here. I'd love to get the lamp between the, oh, I can free rotate. Hello. Didn't know that. That's new. You can hold control and then just drag and free rotate. That is neat, man. I like that. Let's see. So, what about there for the lamp? And then I think it was like there. Kind of middle of the floor, but it gives a nice bit of light to the psychiatrist. So that kind of seems like it would make sense. Go ahead and get a clock up on the wall there, and we'll consider that done. That looks beautiful, man. Let's get our benches, as we do. And we'll only go for one there, because I kind of want to do I think a plant and a radiator, just to make the area a little bit more beautiful and a little bit warmer. There we go. Not perfect, but kind of does the job. We can throw one there, I suppose. And that'll hopefully keep things nice and warm. All right. So we are gonna need 2 psychiatrists. Let's see. David Kestrel, motivated, funny, and tired of buying shorts. Me too, man. I'm glad it's winter. I'm glad... Well, it's not winter yet, but it's coming up on winter. High energy, hygienic, that's fine. So you two are gonna be picked up, dragged over here, dropped in there. You are then gonna learn psychiatry from a guest. We'll start the training. And you are gonna do the same thing. So go learn psychiatry. And then what we can do is go to staff, go to doctors, go to here and say that those 2 new guys are going to be doing nothing for the time being while they learn psychiatry. So that'll kind of work out. Hopefully we'll see a couple of psychiatrists come up here and do their thing. And hopefully it'll not take too long to train them. Down here we do have staff training required. Let's give you motivation. Let's give you motivation. Let's have a nurse teach it. And let's have you learn it. let's have... That's a janitor can learn it. We can have... Who else? Another janitor. That seems fine. So start up that training. Let's get it done. The research training is actually done up here, which is good. So research 3 can be learned by, well, one person right now. That's a bit of a pain. So let's see. General practice 3. 8 trainees available. This seems risky. That seems risky, man, but okay. What about, I guess we start 15,000 per trainee. That was a lot of money, but there you go. I have to assume most of my GPs have decided to go attend that. That's gonna be fun. That is gonna be all sorts of fun right there, dealing with no GPs for a while, but they are gonna be better for it. They're gonna be highly skilled. They're gonna have general practice 3, so I think it's not a lot of room to complain. Not a lot of room to complain there. Mock star patients arriving. I've just realized what I've accepted there. I guess these guys will probably be trained up fairly quickly. Then they can go out to the new offices and hope for the best, I suppose. Yeah, hopefully that'll work out. Let's see, what is this? Another promotion? There you go, let's get you promoted. And let's see. The class is going ahead. Someone's dead. Who died? You died. Oh. Well, that is unfortunate. Oh, we just get colorizer 3. Not bad. So research is done already. We could go for fluid analysis, I suppose. Could go for research 5. That is always an option. But let's just go for this. And we'll go ahead and upgrade the colorizer in just a moment. So start there, and let's start down here as well. So there we go. Start the project. Let's upgrade the colorizer. I think we only have one of those. So that's not so bad. I feel like we need more janitors. Stuff seems to keep on breaking. And it still seems like we don't have enough janitors for it. Or maybe they just need to be better. That is definitely a possibility. And apparently maintenance is needed in research. Why do we need maintenance in research? What happened? Nothing seems broken unless the plants are just dead. Suppose that's an option. Are we done with training down here? No, we're not. One of the guys is done with training. But definitely not all of them. Definitely not all of them. Let's see here. So the mock star guys are... They are in the queue. Can I get you to be front of the queue? So there we go. We'll get you front of the queue just to cure one of you. These guys are now being treated, which is good. Is that the training course? Oh, it is! So they're actually working. Fantastic. Oh, wow. A lot of promotions wanted here. There you go. Another one, really? Alright. Well, these guys actually seem to be getting treated at a pretty good rate, so... That's great. Earn 400,000. We can do that. Oh, this is nearly done as well. So all my GPs are going back to work. There we go. So general practice 3 has been learned. Okay. So all of my GPs should be badass mother doctors at this point. Good. Let's get them promoted and let's just see what they do. I mean, there's massive queues. There are massive waiting times. This is most definitely an NHS hospital. Most definitely. But that's okay. I'm not gonna complain too much. I kind of like my free healthcare. And you know what? Can we not go? I'm not gonna go into that topic. So as a community, can we agree to not even go there? Good. I'm glad we had this talk. Let's promote you. And let's see. Oh, wow. So many promotions, man. There we go. All right. So Research 3 is available. Research 4 actually available for someone as well. Let's train up you guys, and let's get you to do the training. So there we go. We'll get Research 3 for a lot of them. That'll be fantastic. We cured 7 of 7, which is beautiful news. So I think Psychiatry has been sorted. I think the GP's offices, on the other hand, they're still very busy, but they will be for a while. Now let's see here. What do we get? We obviously didn't get no deaths, and we're not the most prestigious. That's a shame. That is definitely a shame. My reputation's good, and my hospital level's great, but we don't have a lot of prestige, apparently. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine. And I'm pretty sure we probably don't need more GP's offices, if I'm completely honest. I think our issue is just the fact that I had them all on training, really. I feel like we'll get through them eventually as long as the GPs kind of do their thing. And I really feel like we just need more janitors. Let's go ahead and get you. You're a bit of a ghost hunter. So you can do whatever. We'll go ahead and get you. We'll just kind of get all of them, really. We'll grab you as well. We can grab you. You're kind of fantastic. We can grab you. We'll just grab all of them. Why not? Let's just get all of them. See what happens. We're making enough money. I think we can afford it. There we go. So now all of the plants can get watered. All of the things can be fixed. All of the ghosts can be captured. That's kind of what we want. Look at this guy trying to be cool with his hair and his face. Get out of there. We'll not bother training you right now. So hopefully that'll do good with the janitors. We're actually nearly done with this research as well. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. It's so quick. I love it. I really do love it. It's fantastic news because it means that in future hospitals, we are kind of sorted when it comes to this stuff. We're totally going to be okay with it. You're ready for a promotion as well. That's good. So let's get this finished and then we'll research something else. This is actually almost done up here as well, which is good. Who died? You died. Okay. Well, that's definitely not good. I'll tell you what. I think we aren't making as much money as we were. These guys have all learned Research 3. I think we're probably in a fantastically good spot right now to move on to the next hospital. Because, I mean, so many of my researchers right now are level 3 here. So what we can do is, well, we could sit here and research everything. That's one thing. We could absolutely sit here and do that. I don't really know if I want to do that because that's just a lot of, well, sitting around and not doing anything. So I'm not sure if that is a thing I particularly want to do. Although it is tempting. Especially given just how quickly this goes. I mean, we're over 1,000 already on the research. Which is just nuts. It really, really is just nuts. I mean, we could start looking at Psychiatry 4 here. We got some people for that. We got one person for Research 4. I mean, this has gone from being a relatively not so great hospital to a pretty good one. Let me get Ghost Capture on all of you and say you can do the training. Just so all of my janitors can actually do that. I'll tell you what, though. Let's go ahead and leave it there for Mitten University for the time being. And, I mean, obviously, it's not perfect. Like I said, you know, the GPs have massive queues. But I want to go to the next one. I don't want to sit here forever. I will probably come back here, though, because the research speeds are just insane. They really are. But for the time being, I think we're okay to move along. Also, we have the highest cures per year with 170 out of all of our rivals. So that seems like my cue to move on.